As we all are aware, AI is no longer a futuristic concept and is already a decisive enabler in the strategic defense. Strategic stability today is not defined alone by the platforms, but how we sense, decide, and act faster than the adversary, while avoiding any adverse, unintended escalation. AI is already central to these shift which is happening world over. AI is already supercharging all aspects of multi-domain operations, be it land, sea, air, cyber, or space. With techno-strategic dominance, now would be deciding the future outcome of battlefield world over. There is an increase in investment in the artificial intelligence, and we can say the AI race is already on. If we draw some parallel to the nuclear weapon development, that is a Manhattan project by the US, which gave them the atomic lead. At that time, the US had invested 0.18% of its GDP to acquire this lead. If we see now that US is already investing close to both government and private players, almost 2.1% of its GDP to acquire leadership role in the AI. So when we see that, at the same time, we have more innovative models like the DeepSeek model of the China, which has been able to acquire some of the capability at a fraction of the cost of the US. AI, as we can say, that is not about only systems, but also about workforce, infrastructure, and the doctrine. If we see the US doctrine, as per the US doctrine for the military, the US is investing artificial intelligence in command and control structure, and we are aware of the Project Maven, which is already deployed by the US, which can identify targets very effectively and can engage targets that well. Now we have also Israel, which has the gospel system, which it has used in Gaza, which is also AI-enabled system for giving quality targets in Gaza operations. China, with its own philosophy under the intelligentization operations, is focusing more of AI in development of its autonomous weapons and precision strike, because to overcome of its limitation and lack of combat experience. When we talk about future transition, which is likely to take place from the present artificial general intelligence, which is only available in narrow domains, to the artificial superintelligence, which is theoretically possible by the process of recurrence, we would see that there will be many opportunities as well as challenges when we acquire these capabilities. This superintelligence, once we acquire, would certainly enhance the military capability manifold. However, being a dual-use technology, it would also be available to rogue actors for development and engineering of weapons of mass destruction and cripple critical infrastructure. Developed superintelligence like that may play also a role in strategic deterrence. As we are talking about nuclear deterrence, we have seen in Cold War the mutual assured destruction. Now there is a talk about the mutual assured AI malfunction, which has already been talked about, and this may be actually a reality. ASI, that is super intelligence, having that kind of tremendous power, could also be used by a country which possesses this capability against a weaker country in form of what we have seen in nuclear domain, nuclear brinkmanship or nuclear blackmail. Now, when we talk about non-proliferation of these capabilities, in the nuclear domain is possible presently, not very successful, but we could have some non-proliferation worldwide so that non-state actors do not acquire them, but the same would be quite difficult because of obvious reasons when we talk about superintelligence once it comes into being. Now, when we talk about this artificial intelligence used in strategic domain and national security, there is a lot of usage of the same. In my present appointment as Director General DIA, I have been exposed to many open source intelligence systems if they combine well with the sensors of all the three services, cyber and space, and also some of the other elements like what NASA has developed, the artificial light, the light analysis software. you can really identify the hotspots emerging in your neighborhood or in your own area. So that kind of thing, which is already in place in certain places, can be further developed by us in times to come. Now, in cyber, when we talk about AI inherently is more offensive in nature in cyber. We have seen the GTG 1002 attack, which happened in September last year, the autonomous cyber attacks by Chinese state actors against the US systems. But at the same time, these cyber capabilities can be very effectively used to identify the vulnerabilities and plug the gaps. Now, when we talk about other usage, I think you are quite aware, right from the basic usage of logistics and prevent and maintaining your systems from the AI softwares, we are transitioning to command and control systems, improving our maritime domain awareness. At tactical levels, electronic warfare jamming, very effectively we can do that. And what we have seen in Ops Sindoor, the AI can now be very effective in combating misinformation, which is in the vast numbers we saw in Operation Sindoor. Now the question is what we need to do. We need to do, and as India, when we talk about these capabilities. First of all, I would suggest that we should develop AI security doctrine, and we should use our resources where actually, as per doctrine, where it is required more. And second is, if you take example from Russia-Ukraine conflict, Russia, there are a lot of systems which are getting deployed without waiting from top-down capabilities. Battlefield, low, cheap, AI-based systems which are easily scalable and are cheap are giving good results. They are increasing the kill chains of these autonomous systems and drones. So these need to be deployed ab initio while we work on the higher systems of artificial intelligence. Now, taking some example back when I was commanding a corps in 4 Corps in Arunachal, where I was responsible for security of line of actual control of Tawang and area around. I remember we had developed a small artificial intelligence software, low ability, but when there was an attempt by China, foil attempt, that the Yangtze, there is a place where it is disputed and only held by India, only disputed territory held by India. They unprecedented this, they tried their last time, their attempt, unprecedented attempt. While this happened for 2 months, through some of the AI system, we could see that there is some issue which is building up. But finally, we could predict the time when they are coming with us. And the prediction helped us to place our resources at the right places. And we could foil the attempt of Chinese, unprecedented attempt. And thereafter, having no casualties by us, and we could place our resources and evacuation in time. So no casualty, and highest, I think, unprecedented gallantry award we got in that action, 19 of them. So artificial intelligence prediction tools can actually help you operationally very effectively. I would also say that we should also build agentic systems for higher fusion, and at national level also have all the systems of economic security and other things also deployed together, so that it can help our apex level leadership to decide that what are the actions they're taking, what are the second and third order effect of those actions, rather than looking at in isolation.